What's up, everyone? I'm Brandon Shepner. You can follow me at BUFFoonBrandon. You can follow the podcast at BUFFoonBrandon Banter. For this interview, I had the opportunity to talk with Tobyraps. He's a local Cleveland rapper. He tours with Tropidelic regularly. He is Lil Dicky light, if I may. We talk about Lil Dicky and all that, so I feel comfortable saying that. And I don't say that as a slight, because I love Lil Dicky, and I think Tobyraps is great as well. He just came out with a new album called Grow Up. You can find that on any place you find your music. And just check it out. There's one of his songs called Get a Cat is really fun. And we also found out that we were both at the same Ohio homecoming free concert back in like 2011 or so, where Kid Cudi, you'll hear the story later, and that's where I got this T-shirt, which is old, but I still have it and I love it. And anyway. I hope you enjoy the conversation that we had. I really did. And without further ado, here's Tobyraps. Also, I forgot. I did share my own like written verse, written poem type rap type thing. I wrote this last year, the week leading up to the election. And it was an outlet for myself to be able to my own personal fight or my own personal action, that I'm able to do against Trump and the corrupt administration with what's going on right now. So it was my way of sharing my voice, and I'm really proud of the rap thing that I wrote, and I'm glad that I got to share it with Toby, because he's a lyricist. He's all about writing good verses and stuff, and he gave me some good feedback on it, and I just appreciate that he was able to listen, and I appreciate the opportunity to share with you. So anyway, without further ado, here's Tobyraps. I got everything started. So.
Oh, I'll play with that. Hey, what's up? Borrow here. Oh yeah, you don't give it up.
Oh, nice. Really good at tug.
Wow, you're crazy. Oh boy. Wow, that's exciting. This is exciting.
There's a Magic Mind right there if you want one.
Oh, what one?
Magic Mind? Are you familiar?
I'm not hip.
It's got like lion's mane and like adaptogens and a little bit of matcha. It's like 35 milligrams of caffeine.
How much is that? Like, is this?
It's like a quarter cup of coffee.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Man, that sounds sick.
I take it before like doing a show or doing like a podcast or whatever. Just kind of helps like focus and stuff like that.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for creativity too. Like if you got to sit down and write, it's like it's kind of a
magic plus. This is hysterical.
Pete Holmes talks about it on his podcast all the time. Several.
I love Pete Holmes.
I do too, dude.
He's great.
He was at Hilarities a couple weeks ago.
No way.
Yeah.
He plays Hilarities?
Yeah.
I guess I feel like he would play like, I mean, I don't know, because he's not as big as I think he is.
He's big. He sold Barley. Get down, bud. He sold. Here, let's step this real quick so we can just start. If you want.
Yeah, sure.
I got cans over there for you.
He sold out like that.
He sold 2 shows on Friday and 2 shows on Saturday out, and he would have sold Thursday out.
All right.
Or he did sell Thursday out, but he had to cancel it because he's filming a movie up in Toronto right now.
No way.
Yeah, it's I just saw it posted on Instagram. It's called The Big Kill or something like that. It's a horror comedy, I guess.
Sick.
So I don't know what it's about, but apparently, who else did I see is in it? Shit, I can't think.
You ever seen a show called Crashing?
I love, dude. I've rewatched it. Yeah.
So
I
good.
love that show. It's kind of one of the reasons that kind of inspired me to get into comedy.
It's so good. It's like one of my favorite. I love. Yeah, I mean, I guess I just love like shows where people like Dave, similarly, like where people turn their life into a fictionalized like version of their own.
We love the same.
Louis, same shit. Like I love that kind of shit.
Yeah, we're loving the same TV shows because Dave is also one of the shows I've rewatched like countless times.
Awesome.
Louis was one I watched like back in like a while ago. I rewatched the pilot actually because I got it on DVD, and it's just as funny as I thought.
I haven't seen the pilot. I haven't seen Louis in a while. It's been a minute.
The pilot's the one where he's a chaperone on a field trip, and the bus breaks down in Harlem, and it's I'm not gonna go into it, but it's hilarious.
You're so cute.
Let's.
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
All right.
Sorry, I thought I mentioned, but let me make sure we get levels right because I feel like we're still hot.
Look at you. Oh, to be a dog. To be a dog.
But yeah, welcome. This is welcome everyone. I'm here with Tobyraps.
What up?
What's your real name if you want to share it? If you don't.
Ryan Toby.
Ryan Toby.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ryan Devitt Toby. Shout out to my grandmother, who is since deceased. That was her maiden name, Devitt. Keep the Devitt name alive.
Nice. My buddy, his grandpa's name, his last name was Crawl, and that's his middle name because he only had daughters, so it was like kind of a way to carry on his name as well.
I love that. My brother's name is Bronald, which is my mother's maiden name. Bronald.
That's a strange name.
Yeah,
Bronald.
That's my mom's. That's my
cool.
maiden side of my family. They hail from Mobile, Alabama.
Nice.
Bronalds. I got a lot of Southern in me. Mobile, Alabama in me.
How long were you down in Alabama?
I was never. I mean, I have been, but I was born
here.
here. I've only visited it, so my Southern roots only come out once a year. We have like a family reunion somewhere in the States. That's kind of like a middle ground because some people live in Texas too now. And that's pretty much, the drawl comes out immediately. It's like crazy. As soon as if I hang out with my Uncle James for like 5 minutes, I'll be talking in a Southern accent like for days, weeks.
That's cool. Can you like, do you do it like can you just like pick it up whenever you want?
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's a good for Southern accent. It's just, I mean, it's just like it's my shitty approach. Just a bit of a drawl, at least a little bit of a drawl.
Dude, I got a little bit of a drawl.
I love it, man. I do. You know what's something funny? Just speaking of my Uncle James, one of the funniest stories about this guy. My Uncle James, there you go, Barley. So I went to college at Cleveland State, and I went to a college party. I believe it was my senior year, and the people who threw the party had just recently shot like an independent horror film, and so in their attic they had a pentagram like just kind of like on the ground.
Yeah, just no explanation.
Yeah, with candles on each point, and I went upstairs, nobody was there, saw it, got naked, made like the Vitruvian Man essentially, and then lit all the candles too. And I just waited there. And then eventually, like 20 minutes later or something, people came upstairs and saw it, and it was like, ah! So then that happened, and people took a picture of it because it was hysterical.
Yeah.
And that's the last picture on my camera before me and my brother went to go visit my family in the South for Mardi Gras. And I hadn't seen these people probably in person in like 4 years at that point. Mm-hmm. It's big. Yeah, it's a big reunion. And we take a group picture. And they're all, I should also say for the story, they are my godparents, my Aunt Leanne and my Uncle James. So we take a picture. My aunt asked to see the picture, and I look at my camera and I see that right before our big group picture is a picture of me, their godson, naked in a pentagram.
Yeah.
Like not just just seeing your nephew's penis, but seeing your godson in a pentagram naked.
Yeah, it's a whole new level.
So I go like, okay, so it's just this one, okay? So it's just this, and then I hand it. 2 seconds later, you just hear my Aunt Leanne just, ah! I mean, it was like, oh, woof, woof, buddy. It was just like crazy. Drops the phone, and my Uncle James just erupts. Just like, Leanne, I don't know what you saw on that boy's phone, but that boy said it's one only. Whatever you saw on your phone is your own damn fault, Leanne. Just like immediately comes to my defense and like, I heard you, Ryan. I heard you.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, shout out to my Southern family.
Nice. I'm from Southeast Ohio, so it's not southern, but there's
South
still...
starts at Columbus, pretty much.
Below I-70 then. Yeah.
I would say below I-70, the South begins.
I kind of feel like that too, yeah, because like there's a like I went to high school at Caldwell, and people would just wear their hunting camo boots, like
which is so in right now. Which is so in right now. Yeah, even amongst like rich suburban kids, camo's just in. But yeah.
I did find a Real Tree T-shirt at the thrift store the other day, and I was pretty pumped.
I'm telling.
I don't have a good camo shirt, so fuck it.
Come on,
let's go and lean into the trend. You know?
Yeah, I'm about the camo these now. It's very, especially specifically in like hip hop culture, like hip hop streetwear.
Yeah.
I'm decked out in the camo.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. So of course with Tobyraps, you're a rapper. What's like? How was your show Saturday? I should start there.
Oh, it was sick.
Like,
so sold out. It was so it was a sold out show at the Grog Shop. I have always wanted to sell out the Grog Shop. I've never sold out the Grog Shop, and
how many times have you performed there before?
So many. I mean, like over the years, so many.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
So, finally, and like probably could have done it maybe if I really like put my mind to it a couple years ago.
Promo's hard.
And just like, I think it's just like, as local musicians, if you're a regular, like, about town type of person, like if you just have friends and you go out every now and then, you talk to people, or if you're in your 30s too and you've had relationships established for whatever plus years, you could do it. Like, I mean, my point being, like, if you're a local musician, you're hearing this, selling out the Grog Shop is not incredibly hard if you just work really hard at it. I think that's like what I really took away from the experience is not really playing the show, but like just the promotion of the show and just the hustle of the show. Just like, I named the show 6 months before the show took place. I named the show Scuff Mixon and Tobyraps Sell Out the Grog Shop.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That was the name of the show. So then...
just manifested
it. And so because of that, I was just like, okay, so it has to sell out. It doesn't have to be a good show. It has to sell out.
Yeah.
So I got 150 tickets, like physical tickets. Went out, just hustled. I just walked around Cleveland. Always had tickets on me. Always was finding a way to transition... into like, hey, please come to my show, and like conversations, and just like
people want to support you. Like, I bet you found that, like when you were talking.
Well, especially when I like kind of frame it in that mindset of just like, I have to do this. People want to help someone who wants to do something like monumental or just like something they've always wanted to do. People want to be a part of that for somebody.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was great. It sold out 2 weeks before the show, and then the show came. It was awesome. My keyboardist has a keytar as well. Nice. I had him do a keytar solo while crowd surfing. That was a pretty big moment. That's awesome. Pretty big highlight.
Was it a wireless keytar?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Nice.
Yes, it was. And
that might be a little logistically tough.
Yeah, no, he was just floating out there.
That's awesome.
And I also donated. I have these little plush stuffed animal cats. I have a song called "Get a Cat." It's on my. I just put out a record. It's called "Grow Up," and like one of the songs on there is called "Get a Cat."
I love that song.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
My cat died on my birthday. Did I tell you that? Did I text you that or
no?
Oh, bro, yeah. So my cat, his name's Toby Katz, which was awesome.
Yeah.
He died on my birthday this year.
Oh,
on my 33rd birthday. Thank you.
That's tough.
Right after the song I just put out the song, and then it was a big bummer.
In memory of Toby Cats, I just want to take 2 minutes of purring silence. So please just enjoy my cat already purring for 2 minutes in memory of Toby Cats.
They thought he had, I guess further details if I. They thought that he had an upper respiratory infection, so I was like treating antibiotics.
Yeah.
I was treating what I thought an upper respiratory system was. I was treating with antibiotics. It was actually like a heart problem the whole time that he had probably had since birth.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, which is commonly misdiagnosed, I guess. So.
How old was he?
He was 3.
3? Oh my gosh.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I had these little stuffed animals, and I had called them Toby Cats adoptions. So I had a little actual piece of paper that said you could adopt a Toby Cats.
Uh-huh.
So I had 50 of them, sold out of those at the show, and then I
awesome.
took all the profits from that and donated it to the APL.
Oh, nice.
Which was awesome. Just felt cool to just like do something for a good cause. Do something, and then also further tack on like kind of a selfless aspect, just something like let's do something for a cause that doesn't directly just benefit me.
Yeah, and that's that. I mean, could be something that you continue to do if you wanted, or you wouldn't have to. But I mean, it's like it's something that you. I don't know. It's a great idea.
It's just fun. It's cool. Just feel like if you feel like you have success, it's just like. Yeah, once you like, especially if you sold out a show, throw an event and it's reached its max capacity, especially 2 weeks before the actual event. That was a really cool feeling to be in a position where like, all right, I have the maximum amount of people coming to the event that I'm throwing. Now let's see how can I leverage that to help other people? Like I brought friends of mine on stage with me. I had a couple rappers. My buddy James Begin came out and rapped with me. My buddy Mikey Silas from Apostle Jones. James Begins from Tropodelic. This dude What's His Face, super dope rapper. And they just had like a bunch of features and then did the APL thing. Yeah. Just as many ways as I could like now shine a spotlight on something else was cool. It felt good. My buddy James, who I guess I just mentioned from Tropodelic, he throws these shows. He's in a band called Tropodelic. They're pretty big. They're pretty at least locally. The top you could probably get locally, and they tour a lot. They tour like.
Is he from Cleveland?
He's from Cleveland. They're all from Cleveland.
Shit.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they're all from Cleveland. So they've kind of like when they played Jacob's Pavilion. They played. Yeah. I think they played the Guardians game, which was crazy.
Oh yeah.
So he's with James's solo stuff. Whenever he does concerts locally, just solo stuff, he always ties it to a cause. Kind of just because of that, like he's kind of making his money on the road with Tropodelic. So whenever he does a solo show, he always tacks it onto a cause, and I'm just like super inspired by him doing that. So I just try to follow in his lead a little bit. Yeah, with anything I do.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
that's a cool like unique merch too. Like
it's great. Yeah,
I love a like a unique like when
Yeah, not just
like,
hats,
seeing
not
someone's,
t-shirts, just
like,
something.
unique merch. Like there's a local comic, Mike Strank. He makes his own buttons, and he has a couple cats, and he has jokes about cats and stuff. And one of them is like, it's a yellow button, and it's his cat, and it says, "I'll tread wherever I want."
Wow, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Dude. It's a good one. He has a bunch of other like cat ones.
That's so good.
Stuff too, but yeah, it's a fun one.
Comedian merch is a funny, like, I don't know. Yeah, merch is I've never really thought about a comedian's merch. Like, the musician merch is a world I'm familiar with, but just branding your jokes, or just like
sometimes branding a joke. Actually, yeah. I mean, that's going to be most of it. So I've seen like socks where they made a joke just so they could sell their socks.
That's hysterical.
Like, and koozies, t-shirts, and sweatshirts, of course, if they're like bigger name comics, like Adam Ray. Do you know him?
I don't know.
He was here last year, and I was talking to him for a little bit, and he just gave me one of his shirts for free. But
tight.
He was Dr. Phil. If you've seen like I don't watch Kill Tony, but he's been on Kill Tony and as Dr.
I've actually
Phil.
never seen, besides like TikTok or Instagram clips. I've never like seen Kill Tony.
I'm not real big on that style comedy and stuff, but but I know it's not. I know comics that have been on there and everything, and they're
that'd be so crazy.
Do not disturb here. So, where was I?
Merch.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I got a magnet from a guy, and it was just like, it was a picture of a banana, and he said everything's an 1111 or something like that, or whatever the code on the cash register is for banana. And he's like, I'm like in self-check. His joke was basically, it was funny. I hope I'm not like spoiling but he's like, the joke was everything that you get in the self-checkout lane is just a banana.
That's
it's the cheapest
that's
thing,
so funny.
That code in there.
Dude, you know what's wild? A buddy of mine, when I lived in Los Angeles, this guy was my roommate. He loved cottage cheese. And
who doesn't? I love cottage cheese.
I hate it. It's actually the only thing I don't like. At this point, I probably could try it. Like, I haven't tried cottage cheese in a while. I just kind of have decided that's the one, because I'm such an adventurous eater. That's the only thing. It's the only thing. Yeah. And I think I just kind of like having one thing I don't like. I probably could like it, but I do think it's gross, though. Like, it is weird. It just...
Yeah, I don't think too much about it when I eat it.
It's one of those things that, like I don't like it because it's just, exactly, I just think, it's curdly little nuggets inside of, like,
even the texture, like, without considering that it's, the curds and stuff, like, it's just, I love it.
I mean, it's also, like, there's other foods that I like. I'll get back to the cottage cheese story in a second. But, yeah, there are foods that I like, too, that, like, I like them, but if someone told me they didn't like them, I would never be able to, like, explain why you should. There's certain things like if you're in your 30s and you don't like tomatoes at this point, I don't know if I'm offending you by saying that, but like, if you don't like tomatoes and you're in your 30s, fucking grow up.
Yeah.
But like, if you don't like blue cheese, I get it. Like, I'm not gonna be able to convince you why you should. It's subjectively, it's pretty gross.
Yeah.
So anyways, but he would always get cottage cheese, and he liked the name brand one. He said it tasted great. The generic one that the grocery store by our house sold, he hated.
Yeah,
he thought it was gross.
Oh,
it's a huge difference for him.
Yeah, I can taste the difference.
There's a huge difference for some, but they were sold in the same ounce container. So he bought one time the generic brand, and he cut out the barcode on the bottom, and then he would go through self-checkout with it slyly just tucked right there. Boom, and it's the same weight. You put it in the thing, it's the same weight. To save like 20 cents.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what the difference
cottage
was.
cheese enough for this to make a difference.
For make a huge difference in his life. It was $1 difference, but yeah. I always thought that was the funniest thing.
That's hilarious, yeah. They're like, why is our inventory
it's
always
so
off with this
thing,
cottage
dude.
cheese? It doesn't make any sense.
There's a secret shopper just constantly there.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
The manager's like, hey, we need you to figure out what's going on with these cottage cheeses.
Just walk the cheese aisle.
Investigate it all week. I don't care.
Just pace the cheese aisle. Yeah. Make small talk with people who are handling the cheese for too long. See what's going on.
Yeah.
That'd be a sick work day. Being a like secret shopper, like a person who's like a secret security officer, would be a fun job. Oh, I don't think I'm intimidating enough, or like.
Is that a job, a secret shopper?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh wow.
It's people who just get like in like bigger department stores. You just like, I had a buddy in college who was one. Yeah, you just walk around. You got to be a generally, I think, probably more intimidating person. So when you pop out.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're allowed to stop you.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think they don't have a gun. They're not allowed to have a gun for sure. And I don't think they're like allowed to put hands on you. So you got to go by fear, like just pure persuasion.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta, hey.
Yeah.
And then you gotta just like use fear to just get them to go into an office and like admit and like write a statement admitting what they did.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get everybody. A lot of people are probably gonna run, but yeah.
Did you ever shoplift anything? I did.
Listen,
so I'm not
on
trying
the
to put
record,
you on the
yeah,
spot.
I was gonna say on the record. On the record, no.
Sure.
Off the record, yeah. I mean, yeah, 33 years for sure.
Yeah. When I was like 6, there was like this stuffed animal that I wanted to get from the drugstore, and I wanted to get it for my sister, like my younger sister. And my mom said no, and I just put it in my pocket and took it home. And
that's a good brother right there.
And my mom found out, and so we had to go back to the drugstore, and she made me give it back to the person at the counter and apologize.
Dude, my brother went through the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did the same thing and went back. My mom made him go back. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And the cashier's like, I don't
care at all.
What? Like, and then the mom, like, your parents are probably like looking at the cash register, like, teach him a lesson. And he's like, so now I'm in a weird position. You're a kid, dude. I don't.
Yeah.
Listen, if
no one yelled at me, but it was like I definitely felt
the shame.
The shame. I grew up Catholic, so like it's like that was like just feeling guilty about everything.
Oh yeah. Dude, I used to pray every time I jerked off.
Yeah.
I just cry. There's a couple times in this lifespan. In this body, I've been on my knees, the little cum still dribbling out of my, the post cum just still leaking and sticking to my boxers, and cried. Yeah. And actually cried in like weeping for forgiveness. That's happened to this guy in this body, the younger me. But
I feel it. I don't know that I ever like cried, but I've felt like waves of shame about it, and it's like I've had like weird relationship with it in general, because like with masturbation or whatever in general, because like I've just noticed like when I do it like I feel worse, like it just like it takes something out of me or whatever. So like
keep that seed, man.
It's I
don't
know.
This dude when I was in college, he was like, he's super like, honestly, like a spiritual being. I don't even know how to describe my dude Yui. He is enlightened probably already. I mean, he's big astral projection guy, big like manifestation dude. I've seen this dude go broke, but then also bounce back and make hundreds of thousands of dollars out of nowhere. Like he's just always hustling, always spiritual, definitely on like a third eye, open type lifestyle guy, and. We were walking. I think we were joking about jerking off in college. He's like, brother, you can't do that. Like, you gotta hold it in. It's your seed, man. That's the nature. That's your chi. That's your essence.
Honestly, like it's like I've taken long breaks, like months, like from it, and it's not like I'm even having sex sometimes in those periods, and so it's like. It like what I've noticed is like I get out of the habit of it, and I don't think about it as much, and like I don't really think about it, and it's like not when I've done it, it feels like now like a part of my energy, a part of my drive to do anything is like lower, and so like if you do kind of break a habit of it just that time can be spent like creating and doing something.
That's
like,
true, and there's people who don't.
Scientifically,
for sure. Definitely, I mean, I would say in my life, if I had to like choose, if it's one or the other, I'd say You'd never be able to jerk. I don't know what I'm trying to set up here, but like just like if it's one or the other, not jerking off, definitely I'm gonna advocate more because of just like that euphoria.
Yeah.
But then you have like Mike Posner is a good example of one of them. You fuck with Mike Posner? He's great. I also want to say I love.
I haven't listened to his most recent album, and this is we'll go back to yours real quick, but I started listening to his most recent album, and he's like, if you don't have time to listen to the whole thing, I'm gonna ask you to pause it and pick it back up. And I was like, well, shit, I'm like, I got 15 minutes to work, and I just haven't picked it back up.
That's so funny. He does it before all of his albums. He always says that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he always does before. His most new one, I don't even know if I've listened to his most recent. I've listened to his most recent single, but like Mike Posner, he's walked across the United States
I'm
in the last 5 years.
What was the song back in like 2012 or so?
Cooler Than Me.
Cooler Than Me.
Yeah,
that's the main one I know.
Yeah, he's a great artist. I think he's a very prolific and profound artist. He's walked across the United States. He's climbed Mount Everest. Hey, boy,
he's walked across the United States.
Yeah, he walked from New York City to Los Angeles.
Wow.
It was pretty awesome.
How long did it take?
I don't know. There is a song. He made a mixtape after he did it. He released a mixtape after he did it. So I know when he walked across Ohio, it took him 60 days because that's a lyric in one of the songs. Walked across Ohio, took me 60 days.
Okay. So if we're doing the math, I'm gonna guess it probably.
I think it was like 6 months or like four to 6 months.
Yeah.
Holy
shit.
I know, pretty amazing dude. But anyways, he doesn't. He like is a guy who's like trying to like really like get a hold on all of his like vices. And he's gone off masturbation. And there's something. But my point is, maybe Mike Posner maybe should jerk off a little bit. You ever like see somebody who hasn't jerked off in a while and they're like super, like they're just super like, yeah, man, I don't even masturbate. I'm like, maybe you should because you're a little intense right now. Like you're a little like, I don't jerk off, I don't look at porn or nothing. But like, all right, bro, be normal a little bit though. Yeah, like, you can jerk off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really talk about it. I mean, you brought it up, so I was like, hey, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
But like, I haven't for a while, and it's I'm trying to not, and
I don't get that vibe from you. You know, and I don't get that Posner vibe from you. So that's exactly.
So I guess
you're not quite there.
I wasn't fishing for that, but I do appreciate.
Yeah, you're not quite there yet. I would let you know. Like good. I could probably even before someone says they're not jerking off, I could tell when it's been too long.
Yeah, I'm not like I was on Reddit and a while ago, and I learned about the NoFap subreddit or whatever. Have you been on there?
No.
Oh,
I'm not really on Reddit, to be honest with you.
Oh, I love Reddit. I'm on there all the time, but I'm not like active in this community. But there was a little brief moment where I was like reading stuff regularly on like the NoFap subreddit, and it's just like this group of people who talk about like, oh, I'm 600 days, without it or whatever.
No porn,
and some of them take it to a whole new level where it's like no porn, no masturbation, no ejaculation at all, like not even sex, and so they're just like monks or something. I don't know.
For you boys.
But it's just like it's almost become a cult, like just like seeing like
obsessing over anything. Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, I recognize some of the benefits for myself, but I mean, for my understanding of it, like tying it to why maybe religion says it's a bad thing is not because it's a sin, because like a sin, like I feel like a sin is not like you're gonna be punished because you did something bad. I feel like it's just these are just kind of the way the energy moves and stuff in the universe. Like if you like release something, it's like an empty gesture or whatever. Like if you release that energy in an empty gesture, then you're just gonna, there's gonna be a vacuum or a hole there. And it's not like you did something bad, but if you feel like, personally, like I said, I just feel just that whole next day sometimes I'll just feel like I'm in like a grog or whatever.
Yeah, I would say almost like a sin against self. Not sin like an eternal damnation sense, just more like you're like shooting yourself in the foot a little bit.
Like literally a scientific thing of just like, it's just like putting
yourself up for a handicap, essentially.
Yeah. I don't know. Like it's it's but
Same thing with, I mean, eating too much pizza. I mean, just like
being hungover because you drank too
exactly,
much.
just things that things are gonna make self-actualizing a little tough, or or just like being a present person harder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's a big part of it too. Is like being able to be present and stuff like that. I had there for a while. I did a joke about this on stage, like when I was really first starting stand up a couple years ago. And did you ever watch Bo Burnham?
He's one of my favorite comedians ever.
Same.
One of the not even comedians, like philosophers. Inside is
he's so smart.
I still draw like a lot of like comparisons on what I'm doing artistically is based on the messages and like concepts within Inside.
If you haven't listened to him, go back and listen to his interviews with Pete Holmes on You Made It Weird.
I've listened to a couple of them. Really, I've listened to Dissect, the podcast. Sick podcast. It's on Spotify, and he does whole albums, hour-long episodes per song for whole albums. So like really gets in the nitty-gritty. And he did one on Inside, so he like broke frame by frame, line by line, broke down Inside.
Yeah.
And he stitched in a bunch of interviews, and there were some from his Pete Holmes interview.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, because those two are so tall. They're both so tall.
Yeah. Pete's. I just met him a couple weeks ago when he was at Hilarities, but he's 6'6",
That's
and
crazy.
I'm pretty sure Bo is 6'5" or
so. Something like that.
Yeah, I'm 6'4", so they still are taller than me.
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
But I bring Bo up because he had a joke in one of his specials. I forget which one, and literally I'd be like, it was, did you know that Jesus died on the cross just to keep you from masturbating? And like, I would be about to do it, and then that song just fucking pops in my head, and I'm like, "Fuck you, Bo!" And
that's awesome.
Like, it's like it was like a compulsion thing, and it fucked with me for a while.
That's funny.
Oh man, but I love Bo Burnham.
Oh my god, dude! I just wrote a song that's like very Bo Burnham inspired. I just did the demo with it, the demo of it. I'm about to go in the studio tomorrow to like fine tune it and hopefully have it as like the next song that I'm working on it post album. I've been like writer's block for forever, like for like 3 months. It's been
that sucks.
Which like I wrote songs. I did like I'm in a group called the Sandwich Boys. It's 4 of my best friends. We're all comedic rappers, very like Three Loco, if you were fit to who that was. Just like it's like Dirt Nasty and Andy Milonakis. It's like just kind of joke rap kind of thing. So I wrote like a whole album with those dudes. I wrote 3 EPs a couple years ago, or like a year ago, and then I also wrote this album. So I just like wrote for like so long. And I put this album out, and like I like finished the album in May, and I like basically just like couldn't write anything until like a week ago. About a week ago, the bars came back, and I've been writing every day. It's great. I feel so good now. I'm writing a song, very Bo Burnham inspired. The hook is, all the world's problems are products of good people, blissfully unaware of the banality of evil. Cause I wouldn't change a thing about my life except maybe make it so all these comforts come from less dead babies. Just like very joke, very much like how the world works type thing. Just very almost kid song, just jovial, but talking about a very like thing that's like very sad and real. I like that. Good luck with recording it. Thanks. I'm pretty pumped. Pretty pumped. Yeah, it's nice to just like finish something like Are you gonna put it out as a single, like, or? I think so. Yeah, definitely. I think we're just gonna do singles from now. Not on now on, I guess, but just like for the next foreseeable future. Just if I write a song, I'm making a song. When you just like share it. And it's just like when you're making albums. I don't know, at least me making albums, it's like I come up with a general concept and then funnel my songwriting through that concept. And therefore, if I have an idea for a song that doesn't fit that, I basically just... An album isn't a collection, it's more of an overall idea. It's an idea being expressed. So it's like if I come up with an idea for a song that doesn't fit that, then I like discard it. Which sucks because then it's just like you're putting like a general limit on like how creative you can be because you're trying to be more specifically creative, and that's great for writing albums. But it also takes it took me 2 years to make this album because I was writing a lot of songs. I had a lot of song ideas, but they just didn't fit the idea of like, album's called Grow Up. And the idea was to take, the first song was called I Don't Want to Grow Up, which is like this rebellion against adulthood. It's like, I want to be young forever. And then the last song, it's called Grow Up, and it's like after 2 years, I wrote it after 2 years since writing the first song.
That's cool.
So it has like a way, just a general through living.
Yeah.
My perspective was more mature. And so that was the through line, was just to kind of take my time to write something and like grow up through writing it. But yeah, it took forever. It's like, so now if I have an idea for a song, at least for the foreseeable future, we're making that song, we're putting it out.
Yeah, and I mean, as you create more songs and stuff, like down the road, maybe you'll just be inspired. Like I have, like you'll see, like you'll get inspired and see, like this needs to be an album. I have this whole idea. I want to go from these steps, you know, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I see that stuff like with writing, like I'll have an idea for a movie or something sometimes, and I like, it's weird how inspiration comes sometimes, because I can just like see like, oh man, it's just like these 4 chunks like put together are gonna make this story, and I just, it's like I can't type fast enough. I wish, you know, I wish I could just unload it, you know, but it's just it's the process, you know. But
yeah. Man, I'm a huge fan of, like, you just said that. Do you know who Elizabeth Gilbert is? She wrote Eat, Pray, Love. I guess you're probably aware of at least that.
I just watched, literally like 2 or 3 days ago, I watched her TED Talk on creativity.
Dude.
Yeah.
Did she reference her book Big Magic? The ideas that she expresses there, I think, are like largely, she has a book called Big Magic, which kind of like.
She was talking about, she was talking about writing that at the time, or she didn't name it, but she was talking about how the pressure of creativity and feeling like you have to live up to your previous success.
Wow, that's a huge thing too.
Because like she's like, I was writing Eat, Pray, Love, and she's like, I gave up, or I thought I was gonna give up. Like I thought it was the worst thing I've ever written. Wow. And then now it's like, what if the best thing that I'll ever do in my life is behind me? And she's like, what if
Andre 3000 said, "You're only as funky as your last tape."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's like that's a very real fear. I think who was it? Whoever wrote To Kill a Mockingbird, Harper Ferry. That was like a real fear for them too. Like, and like, I think they like didn't write another book for like years because of that. Mm-hmm. There's something there. I don't know what. That's the end of that thought for me, because I don't know. But there's something there. Something with Harper Ferry, and like that is a real thing for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, Elizabeth Gilbert has this idea, their idea of creativity. She talked about how like she believes that ideas are like these living entities essentially that like inhabit us.
Yeah, she did touch on that a little bit. She was talking about how we're not genius. Genius is was used to explain basically like you're embodying God at the moment, or it's like creativity and ideas are just things that you can catch in the air. You can see them and you can kind of grab it by the tail, and
which I love.
But it kind of takes the ego out of creating whatever a little bit.
And she like writes, she talks about how, so that's like her view is basically you're kind of like an antenna, like catching and receiving these things, and she can't help the amount of like the luck of when the right idea will finally strike her, but all she can do in the meantime is just stay practiced. And sometimes you're writing, sometimes you're just working, and nothing's like hitting. But sometimes that feeling what you were describing, like where you just can't write fast enough. It's like when you catch something, dude, it's just sick. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Just the last week where I was like, I'm writing a lot and everything just like, it feels like it's hitting. So it's like, I'm just going to continue writing and hope that it doesn't go away.
That's all you can do. Yeah. You just got to roll with it. Speaking of, if you don't mind, I want to share something I wrote last year.
Oh yeah.
But this was something that it just like, I wrote it over probably 3-4 days or so, but it was the week before the election. So I was like kind of feeling like the tension leading up to that and everything. And I felt like I wanted to kind of find a way for myself to express like, I don't know, like just to be able to take ownership of the situation around in the world, I guess. but I would write a line and it's kind of a slam poetry kind of rap type thing. I was listening to a lot of Eminem and Childish Gambino at the time.
So I just listened to Childish Gambino's album on the way home from work today.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Which one? The
new
Brando
one.
Stone?
Yeah, Brando Stone.
Dude, I listened to that nonstop last year. I love that one.
It's really good.
Yeah. My Spotify top 5 had 4 of those songs in it last
I'll
year.
say I don't fuck with a lot of the features. I've like realized on the way home today. I respect that he's being like a chauffeur to a newer generation, and it's just younger people than me. But it's like some of the features, like it's just songwriting. I mean, it's just very like it's very like rudimentary rap. I guess is how like some of the I forget which one. Some of the features I don't really love, but that's all right.
That's fine.
Album is great.
Yeah,
album's great.
I would listen. I love picking up an album like with a story, like Eminem's "Coup de Grace" like was just amazing because he was talking about canceling himself in such a unique, cool way. He was talking about
I'm tapped out on Eminem. Honestly. Is this the death of Slim Shady, or is this,
the death of Slim Shady?
I didn't listen to it.
Dude,
I bet it's great too.
It really is because like he's making fun of people being too sensitive and not actually paying attention or listening. Because he's his message it's so positive. It really is like when you're like listening to it, like, and he's very self-aware. He's like talking about like he's like not dissing anybody anymore. He's like he basically said, sorry MGK, sorry like all the people I dissed and stuff in the past and stuff. That was Slim Shady, and he like kills like
I should watch. I bet that is really good because I've been a fan forever. I mean, I've tapped out like around Kamikaze. I listen to Music to Be Murdered By. It's been a slow decline of listenership for him for a while.
I was never huge on him. Like,
really?
I didn't listen to a ton of him growing up. I would hear like the hits here and there, but I was more into like emo stuff, like Say Anything. And,
sure. What a band! What a band!
Third, like some grunge and stuff like that, and then like 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin, like some hard rock, or like not that that's like hard rock, but like more rock and stuff, and. So I kind of got to rap late, like Childish Gambino. I didn't listen to Camp really until just a couple years ago.
Oh wow!
And once I listened to that, I was just like, "Fuck, this is amazing too." Like,
sick.
So it's kind of been fun to kind of come into that stuff a little bit later. But I went back and listened to like the Slim Shady show and like and Curtain Call
Eminem show.
The Eminem show. That's what it is. Yeah. And just like considering like where he was, where the world was in 2000 when he's writing this, and all the pushback he's getting, it's just like
have you ever been hated or discriminated against? I have. I've been protested and demonstrated against. That's crazy. Like, that's gotta feel crazy.
Yeah. Just like the reality of the situation and like how much he changed the landscape of rap, in general, like he really did. He was kind of a pioneer, like for being so talented and just like a white guy in the space that, like that's traditionally black,
Yeah.
How do you, I guess not to stereotype or anything, but how do you find that like now? Is it like how much
white rapper? Well, Eminem paved the way for me.
And Lil Dicky.
Lil Dicky paved the way for me more than Eminem.
Lil Dicky.
Definitely Lil Dicky paved the way for me more than Eminem. Actually, Lil Dicky probably took my only shot at I am Lil Dicky. Like, if Lil Dicky didn't exist, maybe I'd have a shot at success. But now I can't be the next Lil Dicky. I can't be another Lil Dicky. It's actually very frustrating.
Your own spin and stuff.
That's true. But yeah, now it's
got tattoos on your knuckles. Lil Dicky does have tattoos.
That's true. That's true. I'm way harder. And Lil Dicky doesn't like tomato. Lil Dicky doesn't like fruit. Grow up, Lil Dicky. Grow up.
Eat no fruits.
He doesn't. He's like very adamant. He like doesn't eat fruits and vegetables. He has the palate of a child, and he just owns it, which is fine. Know yourself, but also grow up, Lil Dicky. Dave, grow up, Dave.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on season 4.
Oh, dude, me too. The way that he framed the end of the way he framed the end of that last season with like the message to Drake also being the message to that girl was like so smart. But anyways, yeah, being a white rapper, it's I'm really owning it. I really am like I'm really owning how I can be a person who went to Catholic school in the suburbs and like
Yeah.
finding my own like niche in rap, which is basically adult children's music to a certain degree, and with a little hip hop element. You know,
Yeah.
we're finding our own little thing.
Yeah.
It's also tough to though. It's tough putting yourself in it. It's tough making anything. Period.
Oh yeah.
It's period.
It
But
was-
like I guess it's like it's tough making something like I make this album Grow Up. It's like it's just it's adult children music is what it is. But
It's,
then I
it's
also
vulnerable to put any kind of art out, no matter
yeah,
what it is.
and it's weird though. Like if you do that, I have that in me, but I also have like a braggadocious like bars rapper inside me. I like Lil Wayne is one of my favorite rappers. So like.
Yeah. I used to listen to Lil Wayne, like the Carter.
Oh
like,
yeah,
back in the
dude.
day,
And it's like tough to have both those things be true. Like it's when you like it would be weird for Eminem to make a like children's out like the
Sure.
music I make. It's weird when you kind of define yourself a sound.
Yeah.
I think humans were like infinitely complex and like a bit capable of creativity in multiple forms, and you can like. But once like something hits, once lightning strikes, it's very like I mean people make fun of MGK for switching up his style because it's just so weird. And that was also because it was post battle, and like then he just started he lost Eminem, and then he starts becoming pop punk sad boy. But either way, like yeah, when you try something new or you do something different, it's like it's weird. It just it's I feel like it's hard to get it across to people. Like I am also this. Like I can make very inspirational music about loving yourself and also about like largely sobriety, but I will also make a song about how fun it is to get fucked up and like and it's gonna be hard and that is hypocritical in its nature, but I think in general humans are very complex.
Yeah, for sure. And those are like maybe just pictures of those moments when you're
exactly
writing it,
you know
like,
yeah.
And have you seen A Boy Named Scott, Kid Cudi's documentary?
No, but no,
it's great. But he talks about the album where he was like kind of rock, and he was like doing all the guitar stuff. Yeah, Wizard.
I liked Wizard.
And he was like, dude, that was the most fun I've had and everything, but nobody else liked it, or like the
good for
like
you,
the
Kid
fans
Cudi.
and stuff. But he's like talking about like the inverse of loving something so much that the crowd hates, but then the crowd loving something so much that depresses him.
Wow.
You know, and he's like, it's really cool because he's like talking about trying to find balance and fighting for balance and stuff in his art and everything.
Wow, that's a really profound. That's a nice way to. That's a good segue point to wrap up that to come off my thing. That's wow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch that documentary.
It's really good. I watched it a couple years ago, and I went to Adam Sandler's show at the.
Oh yeah, he popped up. He came out,
dude. It was.
And
I
Chip,
cried.
too.
I
Really?
fucking cried.
That's
I was just
awesome.
like overwhelmed by joy seeing Adam Sandler, Kevin Nealon, Nick Swardson, and Kid Cudi all on stage dancing, and Kid Cudi just rocking out.
That's
literally
crazy. I think Chip was there too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, King Chip was on there too.
That's sweet. I saw Cudi and Chip the Ripper at a free Kid Cudi show back in like 2011.
Wow.
It was downtown Cleveland by the Free Stand.
Oh, I was there.
Oh, were you?
With the shirt?
Yeah,
you had to wear the shirt to get in.
Ohio shirt.
Yeah, I was there.
I still have that shirt.
Dude, I went there, and then legendary night in my young adult life.
Oh fuck yeah!
What was your?
Well, I just remember the moment where he's in the middle of Pursuit of Happiness, and a guy rushes on stage and then runs off, and then Cudi like stops performing Pursuit of Happiness, runs after the guy.
I do.
Then comes back and then finishes.
I
his
am
set.
aware of that. Only in hindsight, people told me that was a real fundamental getting fucked up moment. I was pretty cross-faded as a high school kid, an 18-year-old who. I did that, and then I used to have an ID that I got in Mexico. It was a Mexican fake ID. It was horizontal, all in Spanish. It said my name was Andres Jimenez Gutierrez. I took one of the fucking Christie's buses.
Yeah.
To the flats, or to like Jacobs probably. I imagine it was Jacobs. and then got into the show for free. I think I went with somebody who like brought me in with had an extra ticket, and then like that ID worked. So I'm just a 18-year-old living the time of his life from the suburbs, like living a downtown life, getting beers with a Mexican fake ID. It was awesome.
That sounds so fun.
That day was great.
I had a fake ID in college for about 1 month. The name was Jason Habizon.
Habizon.
He was 6'6".
That's all right.
And it was my next door neighbor. He turned 21, and he was the last one in his house, like townhome or whatever, to turn 21. And so they had this ID like up on a cork board, and I was like, "What are you gonna do with that?" Like I was still 20 or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, you can have it if you want." So I tried it, and I was down at Kent, and it worked for a month. But then I tried to go into bar 157 by myself one night, and the bouncer's like, "This isn't you," and I was like, "Yeah, it is." He's like, "No, it's not." I was like, "Yeah, it is." And he's like, "No, it's not you." And he's like, "Do you have you want to prove it with the second form of ID?" And I was like,
"Damn,
no." And he's like, "I can get the cops here." And I was like, "No, it's all right." And I just walked away.
That's so he kept it. Yeah.
Yeah, he just.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for it back. Apparently, OU, the bars will just give it right back. At least
funny.
They have.
That's funny. We'll prove a second form ID, but shit, I didn't see that coming at all.
I was like, "No, I don't." He's like, "I see your wallet right there."
That's so
like,
funny.
Oh fuck!
Wow, this is sick, dude. This is sick.
Do you mind if I share that?
Oh yeah. That's what I said. We kind of got off a little bit.
No,
yeah, let me get it.
I wasn't gonna. I didn't know a good time to do it, but
bring it out, dude.
It's like 7.
Oh, it's handwritten.
It's handwritten, and that's why it took me. I was writing it like while I was at work. It's 7 minutes long, so I hope that's all right.
We're in it.
It is good. I promise it's all right.
I'm an avid listener. Let's do it.
All right, cool. I called it Mask Off at one point, or Dope Boy.
Fucking mask off.
I'm high to be alive, bro. I spill more weed than you smoke, bro. I'm high to be alive. I'm high just trying to survive. I'm high, but stop giving me that sigh, bro. I'm here to break the stigma. My flow is an enigma. When I see a path in for my passion, I'm quick to pull the trigger. I'm friends with lots of fellas. I'm tired of trying to tell yous. I'm doing my thing. I'm here to sing. My voice is soft, but my message loud. Part of America's problem is way too proud. Government expands their reach, which will often breach our human right to teach ourselves how to fucking live and breathe. I'm not here for any bullshit. That smell makes me want to throw a fit. Talk to me about art. Talk to me about music. Talk to me about creativity, and talk to me about how you use it. How do you express what you feel? How do you prove that you're real in a sea of people who act like no big deal, living in a world with desperate need to heal? Eat my shorts and curb your appeal. I'm not here to watch, bitch. This Titan's on the rise, which is not a threat, but instead it's like I'm calling my shot, like I'm Babe Ruth at the plate, and I can see the world straight. So toss me the ball and I'll shred 108. Would that be enough to demonstrate, or do I have to have a mate? Someone else to prove that I'm lovable. Solo dolo most of my life got me sometimes sad and troublesome. But if I show my loneliness, I invite more loneliness, so I put on a mask and pretend I'm as holy as. I'm not proud to do it. I grew into it, folded to the trauma, molded by the Father, stacks getting higher, encouraged by the rhythm and fueled by the fire. A passion for change is my desire. I'm sharing loud and clear. Just listen and pay attention, my dear. Say it with me and with grace. I'm human and I deserve to take up space. I'll stand my ground. Try me and I'll floor a zombie, eat your face. The hate is a disgrace and forces societies to climb with great haste. Capitalism's main product is waste. We need to get unstuck. Fortunately, I found some luck. Lincoln's got my back and I ensure the earth has his. Heads up, Penny, pick it up. The rest of the day, you'll have good luck. Tails up, Penny, flip it over. That's for someone else. Go find a four-leaf clover. Mistakes are only lessons when you stop ruminating on your obsession of the ideal. Figure out the next steps and make yourself a small deal. Be intentional with your direction. Let that be your lesson. I promise I'm not just messing. The world is ours for the taking. We just got to put the steps in. I'll try anything once with interest because life is art and I'm in this. And I love you with my heart, but I dropped a fart, and that fart smelled like the universal language that we call loss. Come on, boss, put your ego aside and just take the loss. Can't hide your ego wherever you go, so just let go of control, letting go of what's lost. Can't hold on too long, you're not Stretch Armstrong. Go take a rip from your bong and listen to the song. Oh, shit. I ain't playing around. I was born with a frown till I slapped it on my chest. Now I'm in the upside down, bruh. You might see me as a clown, bruh, who's also in a gown, bruh. Don't come at me with shit. I'm learning to spit, and I'm wielding that fire. I'm a phoenix rising higher. How'd I get here? I don't know. Where's the most fear? I don't know. All cause one tear? I don't know. Paddington the bear? Dude's my bro. My biggest fear? I don't know. That the world won't see me clearly? I'm a chosen one because I chose it, son. Back when I was 5, I became alive. Actually 10.8, thanks for correction, mate. Or was it 7? That rhymes with heaven. Upon a hope and a wish, I learned how to fish. Now I'm serving it to you right up on a dish. My grandpa's favorite was the walleye. When you're religious, you see yourself reflected through the world's eye. So the reign in hell that our government does on people just trying to live their lives makes us feel helpless and complicit while they feed us lies. But we are rising up and we are aiming high. You must not have known you fucked with the wrong guy. I got nothing to hide like fresh art froyo. Smoking on that Ricky Williams strain NYC flow, bro. Got me vibing in the zone, bro. I cannot lie, bro. My head up high, bro. I'm working solo, so this is my flow. Come for a ride, you'll see what's inside, though. It's not all rainbows. Sometimes it's painful. If you feel full, you won't be fearful. When your tide is high, spread it far and wide, then you'll lift your friendships too. Spoil them with love whenever you can. Their worth is much more than what you hold in your hand. Just be open and honest. The world is kind, I promise, when you're real with intention of love and support. So be wary of someone who feeds you malort. I just kept writing that shit and became less full of it. Through practice and fits, my ego was hit and I feel like a kid, but I'm alive and I'm new and I'm making some moves. My swagger is blue, living in a zoo. Some people don't see, they looking right through. Untapped of emotion. Where's your devotion? Put your craft into motion. Go beyond the just hoping. I spit fire of ropes, man. I'm doing what I can. It's not a takeover like Carl I can, but a sharing of a passion for action. I'm back, son. Smoking on that Mac one. Gave me traction to vote a faction like the no fap one. It really helps fun. Save and share those moments with someone. Enhances your wonder of their buns, hun. So be more intentional and grow like a vegetable with which fruits your emotions and makes life more memorable. Just be in the moment. You don't have to own it. Just share it and wear it and care for it, and then your ego can remain lit. But it's not bigger than you, son. Your ego is not one. Go check it on Hot Ones where you're put on the spot. Fun. Remember to eat Tums to help you with your bum. Because those wings will be hot ones, like the wings of a multress I've evolved from a run. Spitting fire from the air when no one can hold us. I'm Rampage, I'm Gold Dust, I'm Failsafe, I got that gold brush. Fuck the curse of the Midas touch. I got Rapunzel spinning, I'm always grinning. I'm a mustard seed animating a dream like Batman's spirit. The darkness inside makes me almost fear it. Like a bane of self-doubt, I don't want to feel it. But that's pride, bro. Not your ego, just means you're about to grow. So don't blow up and throw it out the window. Manifestation's the deal, even if by placebo, the effect is real. Keep everything open and don't mind a seal. Find joy in the process to match what you feel. Keep growing yourself as round as you can. You'll roll over boulders, you'll roll through the sand. The fart in my pocket was a fart in my hand. Isn't it grand that I can stand and talk about farts in the middle of my arts and be loud and proud, even if you think they stink? No eyes are pink. They're worth a sink. I don't need to shrink. Just some time to think. Maybe meditate about what makes me so great. It's not a contest, dog. You're looking like a frog, jumping from log to log to watch your favorite cog, the one that turns them all. One silly dinner moment could leave us all dead, all because he will simply not own it. A dump of Trump's mashed potatoes on his head. I'm sorry, Trump, but that's truly sad. Your feelings were real despite your dad. You've gone through life feeling mostly real mad and expressing your trauma like some kind of fad. I've done it too, but mine make me glad. The change that's encouraged and the love that's been had. Glad I can share and care and trust my friends to be there when I'm sad. It's not your fault that it started, but your choices remain clear. The tools you are using are aggression and fear. I've waited for over a year. My head is finally clear. Your anger is not worth a tear. One time I shot a deer, just for fun and a sneer. But just like that day, the buck stops right here.
Nice.
I'm perfectly whack. You look like you've jacked off at a bank. Give your money a wank. You have no shame in your habits. Just reach out and grab this. They just let you do it when you have all of this. And you're Trump, so screw it. The suit that beats them all and you grew it from the ashes of Drumpf. I'm gonna triumph. I have truth on my side. I'm not trying to hide. Wide open like a book. Go ahead, take a look. I'm not afraid of you douche or any of your goons. They can try and come at me like I'm afraid of balloons, but once the balloon pops, the rubber just drops, and I'm still here standing while it's down on the rocks. I broke free of the cycle. Real big thanks to Michael. Inspiring with structure, started making me feel full instead of fearful. Working 9 to 5 had the life sucked out of me. Now I'm working towards a goal like the man who became a bee. On my own path towards a person that I want to be. All the little steps are right there if you want to see. Floating like a butterfly, stinging like a raptor. Working on a film, but it's only just a chapter. I'm moving faster, mindful of disaster, heart beating faster. Before it was beating for, mindful of disaster, heart beating faster. Before it was beating for me, it was beating at her. But I'm not attached, sir, though I thought I was a goner, but it was just a bit, your honor. I appreciate those who love first. They are careful and they are not fodder. Control will blind our water. Can't hold on any longer. The flow is stronger. I've got a surfboard on her. I'm riding on a dolphin doing flips and shit. The dolphin splashing around, getting everybody all wet. But this isn't Sea World. It's as real as it gets. My heart wide open as shit, all served on a plate. Eat me or share me, but I can only rake my ideas into lines that I hope demonstrate everything that I'm feeling because I'm done with this rhyme. I'm not writing on page 8.
That was good.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's bars in there.
Thanks. I I wrote it in like a few days, and I just like, if I got to a point where it like I didn't know what I needed to say, I just like went away from it for a bit until like the line just kind of popped into my head.
Welcome to my life.
And so yeah,
I don't know what most of my life feels like.
By the way, there's a water next to you if you need it.
Oh shit!
Meant to mention that, and I just kept
Barley,
forgetting.
I got water over here.
But thanks, man. I appreciate you listening and let me share, because I don't know where to share it. I had it posted on my Instagram at one point, but I've taken it down just because I didn't want to have it there for now. But I might
Open
do something
mics,
with it.
always good.
Yeah.
Spoken word open mics.
I actually did the first minute or the first bit of it at your Cypher.
I thought so. Yeah,
yeah,
I figured. Well, you said you had a rap. Yeah, so I figured it was that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I'm really out of breath after that one.
Also, welcome to my life. But he's like, I got you. I don't know how to get you, but I got you.
Also, I have a gift for you. I forgot to get this to you when you came in too.
Ah, sick, dude. This is so my style.
I thought so too. I was at the thrift store. I got one for myself, but
Wow, this is tight. This is sick.
for the listeners only, it's
like a visor. It's a rainbow visor is how I describe it, but it's got an elastic pad. Like it's a pretty
tie-dye.
It's got a little bit of a lip above it too.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Adding a little more drag. You know, it's like
Mm-hmm.
if I were to run with this, it would add a little more drag, kind of like, you know, running with ankle weights, you know, train a little bit. It's pretty silly. It's a pretty silly hat.
Yep. I like a good silly hat.
I love a good silly hat.
I got this hat at Mark's last year before, and it's like Donatello from Ninja Turtles. So it's like a green hat with a purple stripe, and then there's like eye holes in the purple stripe.
Tight.
But they're too wide, so it just like sits wrong on your face.
That's only for one perfect person.
Yeah.
Some guy came to my show and he 3D prints things. And he's in his like probably 50s or 60s, and he's really into 3D printing. He was telling me he 3D printed. It's like a 3-prong thing that clips on to the little, like the top of your average hat has that little like circle thing that kind of pops out the top.
Yeah.
This 3-prong thing clips onto that and then turns any hat into a propeller hat.
That's amazing.
Dude, it was sick. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
I want
dude.
one.
I do too. I was like, he showed me that. I was like, make me 100, I'll sell these at my merch table. That's so awesome.
Yeah, that'd be an amazing merch thing. Yeah,
it was.
Actually, I've heard that you can get 3D printers pretty cheap now.
I bet that's true.
I need to look into that more. I used
the library also just has one too, so I don't know what the wait time is on that,
yeah.
but you can also just go to the library.
Yeah, you just got to pay for the material.
You got to pay for the material. I'm sure it's What a resource.
That's awesome.
What a resource the library is.
That's true. I use Libby all the time.
Me too.
Libby's great.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm reading this book. By read, I mean listening to.
Sure.
It's called The Secret of Secrets. Actually, I was listening to this on Spotify because Libby's wait for it was like insane.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, this is by Dan Brown. Great book. He wrote the Da Vinci Code. He's got a new book out. It's great. Not to spoil anything. Kind of ties in like he always has these. It is fiction. All his books are fiction. They're thriller novels. And he has a protagonist named Robert Langdon, he's in the Da Vinci Code as well. And he always ties in this like philosophical truth, usually in tandem with like some sort of scientific finding. And he states at the beginning of every book, all the science in this book is true. So basically, he's like doing research, and I've never fact checked him.
Sure,
but
yeah.
That's the premise of all the books, and so like
that's like Andy Weir with The Martian.
Is it kind of that? Yeah,
he's he's as accurate with the.
It's all real. This is just not the story. Is a fictional thriller, and so like the things that he's bringing forth, like I at least they're very enlightening to me. I don't know to what degree everything's true, but I mean this one's it's a little too new. This could be a spoiler. It deals with it deals with like the noetic sciences, which is like the actual like science behind like telepathy and like just the brain's
yeah,
the
I'm
brain's
interested.
abilities and stuff like that. And
What's it called?
it's called The Secret of Secrets.
No, the
noetic sciences.
science.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's the main character. Her name is Catherine Solomon, and she's a famous noetic scientist. And she has a book that is about to change the world. Although the CIA is not happy about it, and they are after her.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
It's pretty good.
I listened to the Telepathy Tapes podcast too, and it
Oh,
talks
really?
about that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like the nonverbal autistic kids that have telepathy, and they've like proved it in like trials and stuff.
That's
And
crazy.
they've even did it with like a parrot, and they recognize. There's a story about these elephants, which is fucking awesome. Like it's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this book also posits that so like her big breakthrough idea is that consciousness itself is non-local, meaning that like our brains are actually not creating consciousness, the experience of consciousness, but more they are tuned receivers to consciousness itself, which it's just interesting when you like read when you find things in media and culture and you just find ways they connect. I mean, I can't even imagine what it's like to have schizophrenia. It's when everything's connected. Everything's connecting. But like,
and who knows if schizophrenia is actually a disease?
Also
or if it's
true.
Just somebody
also that
tapped into something.
Yeah. Also that. But yeah, it's interesting. Like I read that part of that book and then thought back to that whole Elizabeth Gilbert thing with the big magic and the ideas being these living entities that just inhabit us. It's like maybe there's. It's interesting when you see two people talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Great book, though. Great book.
Check it out.
But
That sounds interesting.
back to Libby. So I was listening on Spotify, and then there was like a thing that was kind of going around the internet recently where they're talking about how like Spotify was like running ads for ice. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I heard Pat McAfee's show is too.
Yeah.
That's just an example. John Mulaney. I saw John Mulaney.
Oh, the
last
other
night,
way.
and
Oh, that's
that
awesome.
was some part of his show he mentioned, but yeah.
Yeah, so I heard that was happening, and in general, they don't pay artists well. That's well known. They like invest in weapons, like the guy who owns it invests in like weapons companies, and just like a lot of unsavory things. A lot of reasons not to like it as a platform. It's just also just like has the hold on all.
Yeah.
So
I use it.
I was fed up, and I just random. I was like, I don't know what it was. Like I make very spontaneous, rash decisions. So I just in that moment had the idea. It's like fuck it, I'm done, and I just canceled Spotify. I stopped paying for it, and I like deleted the app. And I also deleted my account, and then I realized my account is tied to my Spotify for Artist account, so like which like allows me to like promote my songs.
Sure.
I was like, oh no, no. So that was like so funny. I was like taking a stand, and as soon as like it affected me artistically, I was like, so I went back. I have an account, but like don't pay for it anymore. And the user app is not on my phone anymore, and it won't let me log back in. And the thing about that is I'm only 30 minutes from finishing this audiobook. So I and I've been listening to it with my girlfriend together. So she came home, I told her about this whole thing, and then told her like, and I can't finish the book.
Yeah.
I could have waited till tomorrow to do this for us to finish the book. So I'm really at a cliffhanger for the end of how this book ends.
Are you still on the wait list on Libby?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
once it comes in, just skip ahead.
Skip right to the end, yeah. So we'll know in a couple months maybe or something like that.
Oh, man. I just listened to comedy drama, Bob Odenkirk's book on Libby, and that one's a great one if you like Bob Odenkirk.
I love that. I just
really,
like a little, I like just people talking about their lives in general in books. That's just interesting to me.
Yeah. Pete Holmes's Comedy Sex God is also really good.
Great name.
Yeah.
Great title.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna check that book out though. This telepathy tapes thing. Their season 2 just started. I haven't picked it back up yet, but the first season is just so fascinating because she's her name's Kai Dickens, and she just talks about like I said, nonverbal kids that show these telepathy abilities or telepathic abilities, and they are able to talk with like spelling boards or whatever.
Whoa.
So like to the people doing the tests and stuff, but like I don't know, I feel like it's like that stuff is that's really ramping up right now. It feels like UFOs are really ramping up right now with the I-3 Atlas thing. You know, like I'm sure, have you heard about that? Like the
Yeah.
spaceship or whatever,
the comet, the comet spaceship,
yeah, whatever it is, that's way out and like approaching Earth, and then just like
feels like a 2012 thing. That feels like a 20. I'm pro UFO.
I am too.
That specifically
I'm not
feels like
I'm not
another.
scared of UFOs at all, honestly. Like
I'm not scared of UFOs. Yeah, I'm not scared of UFOs.
I feel like the universe is so vast that, of course, there's potentially malicious energy out there, but at the same time, I don't think we should just assume malicious energy. You know what I mean? Because like, if you're able to get to a place of space travel and stuff like that, you've probably found a cooperation. You know?
Yeah, I think that, and also I think humanity, and I'm kind of ripping this theme specifically from this book too, but it's like, these are the ideas going on in my head. I think that like humanity's like fear of death specifically, but just like how the other and what that could mean for their own safety and well-being, and ultimately just their own fear of death has like really, it's caused so many issues with like creating nuclear weapons, war itself.
Yeah.
And I just assume.
Yeah, it's weird. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's so weird that like, the fear of death is causing people to fear someone's going to come kill them, so they go killing other people.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what like wars are.
And it
fought,
feels
like, for
very
and shit.
Yeah, so it feels very elementary, and I would just like to imagine more enlightened species would move past that, especially if you just have a superior weaponry. Like, you're like, I'm not gonna. So I don't fear UFOs. I also think they've probably been here a long time, so I've been living with them for a while, so I'm not tremendously scared.
Yeah, I've heard that too, that they've been here for thousands of years.
I've heard thousands. I've also heard there's a couple trajectories that just say in the 50s, like Roswell, but like in the 50s is when we start getting possessions of crafts. Who knows, man? That's I'm in a weird place with misinformation in this internet age that
you are? I have it figured out.
Because I am somebody who really does enjoy. I believe in more interesting. I love an interesting truth. And it's more because I enjoy a magical worldview. And
sure.
And usually it doesn't matter. Like if Elizabeth Gilbert's idea of things inhabiting me is what does that harm my normal
Even
everyday life?
Placebo, the effect is
exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good bar.
Thanks.
So largely, like, I love more interesting truth, but now it's starting to the more interesting truths. I don't know, just the proliferation of just so much information. A lot of it, a good solid percentage being not true information, is like. Mm-hmm. Now it's starting to have drastic implications on me specifically. I imagine every one of us. It's just
what can we believe? Like, how can we know for sure anything's true at this point? And but at the same time, all we can do is just keep our mind open and try and just be kind and just try and stick to those basic elements, and then just continue figuring it out as we go,
maybe take a media literacy course.
Yeah.
Generally live by the rule, if it's too good to be true, it's probably.
My grandpa used to say
if it's too crazy and fantastic, but then there are crazy things so who knows,
dude. Yeah. And along with the UFOs and stuff like that, we got the Epstein list, they're delaying releasing that and everything, I realized, if you want to change the topic, we can, but I feel like the billionaires are the ones on that list, you know what I mean, like Epstein, and the billionaires are the ones that have the money and resources to be able to invest in whatever hobby they want. And I've heard that Epstein was interested in pseudoscience and stuff like that, like telepathy and UFOs potentially. What if the billionaires did like intercept, like the private companies like Lockheed Martin and Boeing, like their Skunk Works and stuff like that. They're the ones that have the Roswell like crashes, like the UFO
They would be the
crashes and
people
stuff
who
like
would
that. They're the
have.
ones reverse engineering
Yeah,
that
sure.
stuff. And so like if a billionaire is the only one, like if this one billionaire has his own UFO, like why would he give it to the world if it makes him like I'm not saying that it's true that he has this, but I'm saying it's possible in the reality that we're in right now. Like if Roswell and all that stuff is true, like it definitely was, like, because like it.
No way it was a weather balloon.
Exactly. Like they showed different pictures before that, and like all we know for sure is they're covering shit up for sure, But at the same time, it's if they had that technology and they could have, like, if they have 0 point energy, it would make fossil fuels obsolete, and so now no more wars are fought over oil and stuff, like with Saudi Arabia and everything. And if no more wars are fought over that, and no more wars are fought, then control, like military control and dominance, doesn't really matter anymore,
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, it's just,
That's one thing that I like bums me out. Just how much money, people need conflict to be happening because there's money in the manufacturing of what. Like,
yeah.
That's a bummer. I mean, that's a bummer.
And there's profit, and there's
profit. Yeah, profit in healthcare. That too. That's a big bummer too. Those are things that bum me out. You want to? Have you ever heard of? I think it's Project Blue Book or Operation Blue Stream. It's something.
Project Blue Book
that was
like where the government was investigating UFOs, but it was like also their way of controlling the narrative. And
yes, that's something. There's another
Project Blue Beam.
Is it Blue Beam? Yeah, which was like the idea that all of this has been a base. It's like kind of like an ultimate irony or an ultimate meta thing. Like the government has actually created everything that we see. Like you and me talk about how we believe in UFOs, and seeded that idea in the general public.
Yeah.
And forced disclosure at this snail's pace so that they can basically fake an alien invasion, and then that would solidify power into a more one world organization.
I've heard bits of that.
I heard that too, which is crazy to think that that's a thing, and then that's crazy too.
And that's just like the Lou Elizondo or whatever, one of the UAP guys. He was talking about. This was back in March or something, back before they announced the I-3 Atlas thing, and he said in a video, and he's like, in the future, soon future, they're gonna talk about a ship or whatever that's coming, and that's 100% fabrication. That's 100% false.
Yeah, I don't.
And then
that's crazy.
But then it's so convoluted that some of these experts or whatever are. They're accepted, their stuff is accepted as true in some circles, but it's also ridiculed, this man's evil in some circles that are also part of the same overall circle of UAPs and UFOs. And it's everything is just sowing seeds of doubt and uncertainty.
Yeah.
And uncertainty that's the fucking hell of this right now. Is what can we be certain of right now?
Mm-hmm.
I can be certain that you and I are here talking, and stuff, and I can be certain that I can, feel my hand. I can, we're conscious, and I don't know. It's what the uncertainty of the future is becoming more apparent because of all the shit, with the increased militarization and stuff, and everything, and the control, it's making, I feel that's what Trump thrives on, is just uncertainty.
Chaos.
He in chaos.
Chaos creates opportunity.
Yeah.
That's I guess that's the struggle of that's the modern plight of me, I would say, is that general uncertainty is a good way to put it. Just no no real certainty. I have this. Actually, I got bars. You want to hear my bars?
I love that.
I got bars.
Yeah.
I actually wonder if it's in his phone. Let's find out if that's too much content. So funny, like looking up lyrics in my phone. You gotta like, all right, gotta remember the first words because that's gonna give me the rest of the words.
Is it in your notes app? Because I don't do it, but it's something that does exist. You can use hashtags in your notes app.
Really? That would help this process.
Yeah.
There it is. So yeah, I mean the hook is there's too much information. I can't tell what's real and what's the imitation. All of it's just up to my interpretation. We ain't liberated from deliberation. Getting jaded, man, I swear there's too much information. Hey, I can't tell what's real and what's the imitation. All of it's just up to my interpretation. We ain't liberated from deliberation. Getting jaded, man, I swear there's too much information. And then I go, too much content for me to process. Took a little while for me to grasp the concept that lots of options doesn't mean more progress. The mixing of facts and opinions is so in division because no one is open to fixing what's broken, just hoping their vote make a difference despite being woefully ignorant. I'm constantly being bombarded by half-hearted logic and faulty hypothesis. I can't distinguish the false from the honest. The truth doesn't matter as much as the profit. My consciousness shallow. The newsfeed is bottomless. Everything's relative. Even the conscious anxiety's rampant and no one can stop it. You sick of it? How could you not? There's too much information.
I love that.
That's my, just like, it's just fucking, it's just so hard to be certain of anything.
Yeah, and I love the double use of profit, like, with that too. I like that a lot.
Thanks, man. Ours. I gotta get home to my girlfriend to make food.
All right.
But we're fixing a problem. That's the close thing.
Yeah. So I'm trying to start asking everybody this question. I did a man on the street a few weeks ago in New York, and I was asking people. So
that's fun.
What is world problem, as serious or silly as you'd like, that you want to solve, and
how would I do?
And how can we do it?
Okay, I have. It's a problem that exists in the world, but it's so specific, and I think I think that's where we have to start. In general, we got to start with specific things. The
little things matter.
The little things proliferate bigger things. Yeah. So it's at a specific place. There's a problem in this world, specifically at Heartwood Coffee in Chagrin Falls, Ohio. Now they have a couple locations. It might be a problem in Heartwood in general, but I don't know about that. I just know about specifically at the Chagrin Falls location. They have cortados listed as a menu option. They also have lattes. Under the lattes, they have a bunch of flavors. They all sound very fun. One of them is the smoked maple latte, and that sounds delicious as a coffee drinker. I don't like lattes. Lattes is a lot of milk, so I don't really fuck with lattes anymore. It's just like I'm just kind of like a little cortado, half espresso, half milk, just little guy. And I've gone there 4 times now, and I've asked if they can make me a cortado, but can you add in that smoked maple flavor that I see? And every time now, they've told me we can't do that. And the thing is they can. Yeah. The thing about that is that they can 100% do that.
Pete Holmes has a bit about this, but go finish yours.
So I would say one thing that's a problem in the world, and how I intend to fix it. I've done some research elsewhere. I'm kind of stacking a case here. Yeah. So I've gone 4 times. I keep going and asking the same thing because I'm hoping I get a new person, and the new person hasn't been trained properly, and they'll just be like, we've never really been told that, but I bet I could do that. I bet you could. I bet you could. Yeah. Because here's the thing, man. It's like if we just blindly accept that you're stifling what the human spirit is. Like, sure, no one told you how to do that.
Yeah.
But nobody told us how to split the atom. I mean, no one told.
It's the classic, it's always been that way thing.
Exactly. And if you live that, then how the fuck? Exactly. And I think more than ever, at least I'm going to say more than ever in history, but I mean, just like, it just feels like that in my own life. We are at a crux of history where we need more and more people thinking in a way that is outside the box and innovative.
Yeah.
And that's how we're going to solve a lot of the biggest problems that are now all coming to a head.
And people just recognizing that, like, oh yeah, I could do that.
I can do that. And just having some fun with life. And not falling into these patterns of just like cog and machine, drone, worker bee. Like, really like owning up to the human potential of creativity and like just being able to I don't know, be your own person. Like, just not being a sheeple. Like, I think this is important for the baristas I think, yes, I just selfishly want things my way, but I think there is a certain generation of baristas, specifically at Heartwood Coffee, that are being taught. I mean, it's small. It starts small, but everything starts small. Mm-hmm. It's like starts with the mustard seed. Yeah. If we don't nip it in the bud here, who knows what these people will become? So I think we all need to go to Heartwood Coffee, and if a critical mass of people all ask for it, they're gonna find it. I mean, they're gonna start doing it. Yeah. So that's how I think, like, in general, how this gets solved. If everyone just started going there, that would solve it. But if not everybody's gonna do it, if it's all on me, how I plan to do it, I've gone to other coffee shops. Mm-hmm. There's Rising Star specifically next to Larder in Ohio City. They have a smoked maple flavor, and they also offer a cortado. Yeah. And I've asked them if they could make me a smoked maple cortado, and you know what they said? Yes. And they made me one. Yeah. And I've had it twice, I've taken pictures of it each time. Tag Heartwood. No, I'm just amassing the evidence. I just have it, and I've made a note in my notes of when it happened. So now when I go back to Heartwood, they're gonna tell me no. And next time, I'm not taking no for an answer. Yeah. I'm going to be like, well, see, the thing is, you can. And they're going to say, well, we just don't have a recipe for it. It's like, that's okay. I actually just went to another coffee shop, and they didn't have a recipe either. And as you can see, they were able to make it happen. So I'm not leaving until you make this happen. And see, you can call the cops. You can get me to move out of line. But that's going to take time. People are going to be angry at me. Yeah. For just being here, so it'd just be way easier. Don't you want my money? It'd be way easier if you would just like move this line. I'm gonna go when it's real busy. I'm gonna go on a Saturday, and I'm gonna hold up a lot of people, and it's just gonna force them to just. Pressure on them. Yeah. They're gonna have to, otherwise they're gonna call the cops, and that's gonna take so long. So that's how I intend personally to do it. I'm hoping to within the next couple weeks, and if that doesn't work, I'll text you, and then if we could start to get like a critical mass, because that's. Yeah. Because it's just horse shit. We'll make a reel out of this. Because it's horse shit, dude. Because you can't. Come on, man. We just need the cortada with the smoked maple. Dude. Or you know what? And name it the Tobyraps. Yeah, and you know what? Please. I don't even need the credit, actually. No, I don't even need it, but it'd be cool. It would be cool. That would be cool, not gonna lie. And you know, I do need them to do it, actually. I was gonna say I don't even need them to do it. I just need to admit, I need them to admit to me that they're just being untruthful with their words. It's not can't, it's choosing not to. Sure. If I even heard that, maybe that would help me. But it's the lie. I just need you to admit to me you're lying to me. Yeah. Or that you're limiting yourself. I need you to know that, and I need to know that comes across to you. Yeah. But no, actually, that's not even good enough. I need them to do it. Yeah. So that's my problem, small in the world. That I think it's big. Like it speaks to a greater problem with, I think, people that I've seen in the world taking ownership over their lives and their day to day. Just dude. Just believing in yourself. Like that's like something besides what exists already. Like, it's a whole. Creative. It's a lot of things. Being creative, believe in yourself. Like taking ownership of your own actions. Don't just like constantly pass the buck off to like, well, you know, it's like, you know, my boss. Like, you be your own person. Don't just like limit yourself in what you can do based on what someone told you can be. I think that's like, listen, man, I just sold out the grog shop. And here's the thing, I didn't think I could sell out the grog shop. And there's a lot of people that probably don't think they could sell out the grog shop. And I'll tell you right now, it just takes telling yourself you can do something is the first step to doing anything that you never thought you could do.
Yeah.
And it is that simple. I mean, granted, things are harder and harder. I mean, like, bigger things are harder and harder. But even those big things, even becoming a rocket scientist, really just start. And you're in your 30s. I think you can fucking do it by 60 if you really wanted to.
Oh, sooner than that.
Exactly. I mean, just like, I just think that there's a problem in the world with people not believing in themselves. And maybe it's because narcissism was rampant and still is rampant with social media. So there's a certain group of people that they're not a social media influencer. They're not me who tries to have a spotlight. It's like, I'm not that guy. And that's fine. You don't have to be a guy who seeks the spotlight. But don't also just because you're not a person who seeks the spotlight and like engages in this narcissism that is like a lot of like being on social media. Just because you're not involved in all that doesn't mean that you can't believe that you can also do things. Like, I think there's like people going in the opposite direction. Like, I'm not that, so no, I'm just plain Jane. I don't do anything crazy. I don't. Yeah. That people just aren't believing in themselves. Yeah,
and I feel like too many people want to be saved rather than save themselves.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, or just have someone to blame. Exactly. Want to be saved, or just like have the excuse of like. I mean, this situation is like, my boss said no, or people just like, there's a reason, like somebody I would, but there's this excuse, and like that excuse largely just exists in the figment of your mind. Like it's actually it's not largely an objective thing that is like actually insurmountable. Yeah. It's just something that you're allowing to be an obstacle that you're not choosing to go over or around.
Yeah. Last night I was at John Mulaney's show, and he didn't let any phone use at all. Even before pre-show, if you're sitting in your seat, you can't even be texting. Like They had ushers, cops yelling. And there was this woman behind me, and there were people like around as they were coming in and sitting down. They get on their phones, and this woman's like, "They're gonna yell at you! They're gonna yell at you!" And she was the one yelling. She said it to like 5 different people while we're sitting there.
They're gonna yell
at you, and I'm just like, "You're the one.
You're yelling at me."
And so the guy next to me is like texting at one point, and this was like after he was sitting and heard her and knew everything, and I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Like, it's like why do you have to narc? Like why? Like I understand. Like I understand that. Like that John didn't want that, and it's honestly it's a great precedent to set pre-show, because
that's huge.
They're not going to use it during the show. Yeah. If it's so strict before the show.
Oh yeah.
And so I understand it, but at the same time, it's not my fucking duty to worry about what this guy's doing. Minding your own business is such an important thing also in like our society, and just like in general with like people worrying about what other people are doing. And it letting other people's like people who are homophobic or whatever. Like, I don't mean to go off on too many tangents when we're wrapping up, but like people who are pissed off that anybody who's stereotypical and holds those beliefs, it doesn't. It's like they don't have enough going on in their own life, so they have to worry about someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or worry about someone else as a distraction for work, as an excuse to not work on themselves.
Yeah, 100%. And that's all part of it. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my big. Yeah, but so that's my big. That's my big goal. Heartwood Coffee, specifically Sugar Falls location. If you are listening to this. If you're a coffee drinker specifically, if you don't fuck with coffee, you don't gotta participate. But if you love coffee and smoked maple sounds good to you, I need you to go ask them for a smoked maple cortado.
I might have to try it. I usually just stick with black coffee because I like single origin
All right, well, yeah,
tasting the different beans, but
maybe just for this.
but
You know,
it's
just
seasonal.
for me. Just for me.
I'm gonna get one. Yeah, I gotta try it.
Everybody, I need you to rush this place. And then after that, I don't know what we do next. Let's report back after we see that this is attainable. We'll harness that momentum, and then we'll take on something bigger, maybe like global warming or plastic pollution or something like that.
That's the beauty about creativity. You don't know where things are gonna lead. So
exactly, you don't know. Just follow your creativity, follow your curiosity, and this is where mine's taking me.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and plug your socials and stuff, or anything you want to plug. Any shows?
So it's Tobyraps, Tobyraps, at Tobyraps. You can find my music under Tobyraps. I just released a new album. It's called Grow Up, and I think it's pretty good. It's 10 songs, not that long. It's only like 30 minutes. It's a pretty easy thing to listen to.
I've listened to it. I liked it.
It's easy, you know?
Psycho Pipe Dream I love too.
Psycho Pipe Dream,
that song is fucking great. Yeah.
Thanks, man. Yeah, very it's funny that it's like that part I haven't gotten over really. Just needing people to like me. I'm starting to get a little better.
I'm a people pleaser.
It's starting to get kind of better, but I largely
me too. But
if I have a difficult thing to say, I probably won't say it. Just because I can't deal with like maybe someone doesn't like me for saying it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so I'd say those are the big things to plug right now. I have a show coming up on November 15th. I don't know when this is airing, but November 15th.
Hopefully in a couple weeks.
So all right, November 15th at the Cambridge Room. I'm opening up for this dude named Wax, who is probably the GOAT. I mean, he's such a good rapper. You should also listen to Wax.
WAX.
WAX, he's awesome.
Nice.
So I'm opening up for him for the Cambridge Room at the House of Blues downtown Cleveland.
Cool.
And man, in general, spread love and don't let people tell you how to limit yourself. All right. Specifically if you're a barista at Heartwood Coffee in Sugar Falls, Ohio.
Yeah, for real. You can follow me at BUFFoonBrandon. You can follow the podcast at BUFFoonBrandon Banter. If you want to check out the next thing I'm performing in, I'm going to be in the roast battle at Spotlight on November 11th at the open mic. So come check that out too.
Big week for us. Yeah. Tight.
All right. Well, thanks, Toby. Appreciate you coming. And thanks to everyone for listening.
Okay. Thanks for having me on. Peace, guys.
Sweet.
That was great.
Yeah.